Back with the Ron and Fez show. Thanks for being with us. And reminding you that when we were at Dave & Buster's on Thursday, August 12th, broadcasting live, someone's going to win a new living room just in time for football season from Value City Furniture of Falls Church. That includes the furniture, painting supplies and labor, window treatments, and their own expert, Raphael's help.
J-Dubs was telling me that he wishes he had this for his home. He wants to be pimped out, ready for football, ready for, as most of us are predicting, Fezzy, Detroit Lions going all the way.
A new living room to go with this new Detroit Lions Super Bowl champs 2005 tattoo.
Isn't it always funny when you find out your friend roots for a different team that you are? You just look at him like he's insane.
Yeah, and you wonder, like, how?
Yeah.
What went wrong? Like you were an abused child that you would somehow come up with this thing later on in life.
Well, I always used to think the same thing about, like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, how could someone root for them? And now they won the championship, and it just gives me some kind of hope.
Why should it? It's another team winning the championship. You should feel the same way when you saw the Cowboys win.
Well, this is going to be a turnaround thing.
Does anybody know who's got that early nod of here's a team to watch that's really going to not even so much do a worst to first, but just take that leap up and start dominating people? I guess the way that Carolina did last year.
I've heard Seattle is going to take another step forward.
Yeah, Seattle could take that step forward. Who else?
Actually, the talk has been Detroit did the best in the draft, but that's looking for instant improvement.
Yeah, that's going to be a couple of years, but...
And Cincinnati with Marvin Lewis. If they're going to take another step forward.
I just can't picture it. They seem like Detroit to me, just to be one of those snake-bit places. What's going to happen to the Eagles this year in Philadelphia, Fez? Fall off the face now?
The Eagles, no, they'll go to the championship game again and lose.
No way. Not 4 years in a row.
They will be competitive again. I could see them going back to that championship game.
Can you step away from your prejudice and your love for your own hometown team and really take a look at the Bucs and tell me what's going to happen this year?
The Bucs, I think it's too much of a wild card. It's too new of a team now. It's not the same team whatsoever. The Bucs may get a wild card.
So you're looking probably 8-8. If they're lucky, maybe a 9-7.
That's what I would go ahead and predict now, 9-7.
Unbelievable.
Which would actually be the big improvement from the post-Super Bowl year of 7-9.
Now, last year, of course, everybody was picking the Bucs to repeat. About this time, what do you think of the Patriots?
I think the Patriots could definitely do it again. I think they've got a huge shot at that.
It's just always hard when you see a team win to not think they're not just going to come right back and do it again. What about the Redskins, Fez?
The Redskins, I could see the Redskins getting one of those wild card positions. They could be that surprise worst to first team.
Really, that big of a leap?
Yeah, I could see, because there's a team every year that that gets lucky. Chicago did it a few years ago.
Yeah.
Where they started, winning games with less than 2 minutes left. Games that could have gone easily against them. They ended up winning, went to the playoffs.
Right.
I could see the Redskins with just, jumping on this bandwagon. Joe Gibbs, there's something special there, enough positive feeling that could actually happen to them this year. To the Redskins.
Are people writing in? Why are you saying that? Because you're at the flagship station? Yeah, that basically is what Fezzy does. How about the Ravens, Fezzy?
The Ravens? Let's see. The Ravens, they'll be competitive. I don't know about the Ravens. But what the Ravens have going for them is that Pittsburgh is just not going to do anything again this year.
Yeah, that's true.
So the Ravens...
But now you're saying look out for the Bengals.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. Watch out for the Bengals, if you're the Ravens.
What do you call them, Bengals?
Bengals, right?
No, but what do you say?
Bengals.
Yeah, you say it more like a bang. You say Bengals, like the band.
Like they walk like an Egyptian girls. So those Cleveland I wouldn't worry about whatsoever in that division.
I don't know. I almost feel like I'm going to try not to watch any preseason this year. I don't know what it is. I just want to take my time and come into the season. The season's kind of late, right?
Yeah, the season I think starts, September 12th is the first regular season game?
Why so late? Hasn't it been like 6th? Like maybe they'd start as early as like the 6th or something before?
Yeah, they've definitely done that. And then again, I think we got Super Bowl in February again.
Yeah, so I don't get it.
Actually, they're going to be having most of the preseason games on TV. If you have like Direct TV, you'll be able to catch all of them.
I do. No matter what you hear me say about the cable companies, I have DirecTV. So is that part of the DirecTV package?
Well, NFL Network's picking up a bunch of them, so you usually couldn't see like a lot of your team playing because it wasn't on like the NFL ticket. But now that they're adding that, and also you can get the Fox Sports channels, and they carry a lot of them on there.
See, I think it's always insane too when a team goes ahead and does like 5 preseason games. That's like over a month of games that don't count, and you're just getting people destroyed out there.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of people that aren't even going to make the league, and now we're supposed to sit around and watch them and go, oh, man, we won 31-13. It's going to be a big year for us, even though, 40% of the guys aren't even going to make the team that you saw playing that night. I hate that. I hate that they charge. It should be free. If you're going to put these guys through a workout, why are you sitting there selling $50 tickets?
Yeah, and if you get season tickets, those 2 games are locked on there. It's not like a choice of I just want regular season tickets.
What do your dad's tickets cost per game?
Let's see. He's got 4 tickets, and I think they're about $3,000 altogether for the season.
What am I, the math magician? Just tell me what it costs per game per seat.
Whatever that works out. Is that what, $80, $90 a game
per seat?
Yeah.
That's steep. That's the problem with that league.
I paid $200 and some to see the Lions on their Thanksgiving Day game a couple of years back.
Scalped?
No.
Where were your seats?
I was in the club level.
So you're doing okay.
Yeah.
The Fez family's up to the nosebleeds. They're about as far up as you can see. They touched a blimp once when it went by. Now your dad has pretty decent seats, right?
Yeah, he's the section 100s. Yeah.
Club level.
No, it's below club level.
So low that you're what? On the bench?
No, not that low. But it's let me see. He's probably like about 25 rows up, I think. 25, 30 rows.
So how come it's so much cheaper in Tampa than it is in Detroit?
Well, club level, then you got access to the club and everything.
For $150, there's no club I want to go into.
And the drinks are the same price.
Yeah. So what does that get you?
It gets you access to go into that club area. That is all that it gets you.
And it's $150 more every single time that you go out to a game in any of these places.
Yeah, we're comparing Lions to Buccaneers.
That can't be right. One of you guys is off on the prices. There's no way it's an extra $100-some to be able to go into a club.
They might jack the price up also for the Thanksgiving game in Detroit, too. Because
Can they do that?
I don't know, but they know they're going to sell it out. So.
Did you buy your tickets from the stadium, from the Lions?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Did you get turkey dinner with that?
No. But what you do have, which the other seats don't have, is a cup holder. So that's
okay.
Oh, okay.
And very cushy seats. So
nice.
Believe me, for that $90, I'll keep my cup between my knees and be very happy with it. Tonight, 35 years ago, 35 years, we landed on the moon. Maybe the pinnacle of what we could do with American technology. In 35 years, have we done anything at all that can compare with human beings landing on the moon? Even 35 years later, it's still an astonishing thing to say about us as a species, more specifically as us as a country. 866-277-4969, 866-277-4969. Do you wish we were still doing stuff like this? Do you wish we still had the space program going that strong? Or are you like a lot of people who feel like it's a waste of money?
I don't think it's a waste of money. I would love to see us doing more and more stuff like this.
But, you have a lot of people going, you know what, there's an AIDS epidemic in Africa. Money would be better spent there. You have our national defense. Money would be better spent there. You've got cancer research done. If you really want to be humane, money can be spent at places like that. It is, I understand, a difficult thing to come back and forth with. But in terms of being an American, I don't know whether we've done anything that you could be more proud of where, let's say, other people weren't hurt while we were doing it. Like, you can be very, very proud about the fact that World War II, we went out and stopped the Nazis. At the same time, that's still like a war, not something that can just sit on its own. And, like, it's kind of good for humanity, like us landing on the moon. It's kind of positive for people that weren't even Americans. 866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. Let me go to John here. Let me go to Sense for Sense. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, long time listener, big ass caller and all that.
Oh!
Hoo-ah! What was that? Mapping the human genome. That was a really, really. It's almost like the building block for modern day medicine and future medicine. I think that's a big deal.
Now, we did that as Americans. That came through our tax dollars.
I'm pretty sure that was an international thing, but it was. I mean, I didn't know that. I thought you meant like as in.
Well, I'll go species, but also I feel like when you look at that space program, that was U.S. tax dollars, and that's what a reason I think people kind of shared into that together. Like, we've all done this. You know, you didn't just say, like, there's a guy on the moon. You were basically saying, we're on the moon. We did it. And at a time where things were pretty bad in our country throughout the war, we had a lot of race problems. In the 60s, we had the Vietnam War. We had a culture war that's going on that's pretty similar to what our culture war that's going on today. But I think everybody could kind of get together and agree that landing on the moon was something for all of us to feel excited about and good about. Hey, Smitty, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey there.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on?
What do you got, Smitty?
Well, I'm thinking that continuing the space program in areas like going to the moon and, you know, even heading toward Mars and whatnot are pretty much beneficial in ways that are just unimaginable as far as new technologies are concerned, because it creates new jobs, it creates new products.
And why do you think we slowed down? I mean, basically you could say that the 90s boom was a lot of that technology came out of it, right? Different software or the fact of how we're using the internet and stuff. Why would we kind of close back on this space program?
Well, because, like I said, it's not a race anymore. We don't have any kind of competition, and you know, you don't have that kind of push.
So the real thing, the real reason why we were able to do it was not so much if this would be a great human achievement, if we've got to beat the Russians.
Well, I certainly believe that it was a great human achievement, don't get me wrong.
But, I mean, what was our real goal there?
I think the Cold War had a lot to do with it.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back and pick this up. What do you think, Fez? You agree with him? Is it more about the Cold War than it was about our technology and our achievements?
I think in the 60s it became necessary to get to the moon.
Almost as a defense.
Yeah, and if we didn't have a Russia communist regime up against us, another superpower, it probably would have taken more than President Kennedy's 10 years.
866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. We'll be right back, and we'll pick this up. 35 years. 35 years, folks, since we landed on the moon. I don't want to say what the hell have we done since then, but I'm not as impressed, I don't think, with anything other than maybe the 1980 U.S. hockey team shocking the world. I don't know if there was a better time to feel good about America as you could the night an American man walked on the moon and jabbed that flag into the lunar surface. You can't beat it. We'll be right back in a few moments. It's the Ron and Fez Show.